is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into the shoe review, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with an underscore at the end. Go and subscribe to my channel on the bottom right. I would greatly appreciate it, and hit me up with a thumbs up if you appreciate this video at the end. All right, let's get into it. So I'm actually back home in San Antonio, Texas. I took the 1-hour drive from Austin, Texas to be with my family here on Thanksgiving. And today's shoe review that we are gonna look at is gonna be the Nike SB Dunk High, the ones that look like the Bred, like the Jordan 11s. Since I was in San Antonio, I decided to come downtown. Right behind me is the Alamo, and I wanted to take some good video, good pictures of this shoe and post it up for y'all. Let's get away from the Alamo. Let's go to the Riverwalk. So I'm done with filming downtown. I'm back at my parents' place here in San Antonio, Texas. Let's get into this. So we are discussing this shoe. This is called the Nike SB Zoom Dunk High. This was released on November 21st of 2018, and it was released on the Sneakers app and your local skate shops nationwide. I wasn't able to cop this on the Sneakers app. It was retailing for $100, but it sold out too quickly, so I went to my local skate shop in Austin, Texas called No Comply and picked it up there. And actually I was pretty surprised because the week before that was the Nike SB Diamond release and there was hella lines, but this released, there was no lines for this one. And I'm kind of curious because Nike SB has been doing a great job in 2018. I'm pretty excited about copying this shoe. This shoe looks hella dope, especially since it's supposed to look like that Jordan 11, that Bred colorway that was released back in 1996. This is just a good version of that. So let's jump into the upper. The upper is really comprised of 3 different materials. We have that patent leather, we have that nylon material, and we have that regular leather. The lateral side and the medial sides of the shoe looks pretty much identical, so we'll just stick to the lateral side for this review. In typical dunk form, we have that panel right here that reaches from the heel and the midsole of the shoe and goes all the way towards the eyelets of the shoe. And this panel is done up in that patent leather, and it looks really cool. It is done up in a glossy black. It just looks like a quality finish. Also in signature form, we have that Nike switch that wraps all the way from the lateral side, goes all the way to the heel to the medial side of the shoe, which is also done in that patent leather. Under that swoosh is some nylon fabric, and this enables breathability for your foot when it's inside the shoe. Moving towards the front of the shoe, the toe box area, the vamp area, it's all done in that same patent leather material. This shoe really pays homage to that Jordan 11 Bred colorway. This is a dope shoe. So on top of that vamp, we have the perforated holes, which enables airflow to your toes. Now we get into the lacing system of the shoe. We have that patent leather that runs all the way from the bottom of the shoe going all the way to the top of the neck. And this is a dunk high, so it stretches pretty far. The default laces on the shoe are of a black color and of a rounded rope shape. And I really like these laces. They look pretty good, but they also come with a set of red oval shaped laces if you do want to change them out. But again, I think the default laces are better than the red one. And the oglets on both set of laces, they're pretty plain. There's nothing special to them. They're just coated in that clear plastic. Moving on to the tongue of the shoe, since it is behind those laces, the tongue is done up in that same black nylon that you would find on the lateral and the medial sides of the shoe. And it is padded with foam on the inside. I'm kind of upset because you know, the Jordan 11s, they actually have like a strip of coating going across the top of the tongue. On these shoes, they don't have that coating. They could have implemented some like Nike SB coating or something like that. It's not a big deal, but that would have been pretty cool if they incorporated something like that. But yes, it's just a plain black nylon tongue, and as you get to the top of the tongue, you see this label right here. It's done up in a black fabric, and it has the Nike SB logo with a red swoosh, and it actually says Dunk High Pro. The heel of the shoe. I know we already talked about this patent leather back here, but let's talk about the rest of the heel. So above this patent leather, we have some regular leather, and in typical SB form, we have the 4 stitches, the arch stitching, and this is done up in black. You have the 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Now, what is one of my favorite parts of this shoe is going to be right here. Now, where these Nike swooshes meet from the medial and the lateral side of the shoe, we have this heel tab right here. On a Jordan 11, the heel tab features a number 23, but not on this shoe because it's not a Jordan. But on this heel tab, it actually has the letters S and B in the same font as the 23 on the Jordan 11s, and that is done up in white. It's a pretty cool tribute. And that panel above that swoosh line is just going to be a smooth leather. The lining of the shoe feels pretty comfortable to the touch, and it is padded on the medial, the lateral, and the heel portions of the shoe. It is done up in a black color, and the fabric seems to be of a polyester or perhaps a poly blend. Now, in pulling the insole out from the shoe, this is what it looks like. It is a Nike Zoom Air unit. It is black fabric on top of a gray piece of foam. Towards the heel area, you'll read it says Zoom Air with the Nike SB logo on the heel. Looking at the bottom of the insole, there are 3 components to it. We have 2 things that are done up in EVA foam. One happens to be more firmer than the other. This one's definitely more softer than this EVA foam right here. And then we have at the heel the Nike Zoom Air unit. This black portion of EVA is less firm than this gray portion because when the ball of your foot hits the ground, it enables a softer landing for your foot. The Zoom Air unit, which is back here on the heel of the shoe, acts as if it was a shock absorber like it is on your car. So when your foot compresses this, it springs your foot back into its normal position. So this is a clear plastic enclosure. On the inside, you have tensile fibers and like Nike Air or Nike Gas that help create that spring-like action. And just pushing on it right now, it feels pretty responsive. You're probably wondering why this insole has a lot of technology to it, and that's due to the fact that this midsole, which is this white portion right here, is done up in rubber. Rubber does not offer a lot of cushioning or support, so you have to get it somewhere. But too, this is a skate shoe, so it needs to be durable, so that's why this midsole is done up in rubber, versus like a Nike Phylon or some type of EVA foam. So yes, the midsole is done up in all white, as well as the stitching that goes all the way around the shoe. Now we can move on to the outsole of the shoe. If this pattern looks pretty familiar to you, it's because the Jordan 1 and this, they pretty much have the same traction markings. What I like about this particular outsole is not like a fully solid red. There is some translucency to it, if that's a word. It looks kind of icy. Also, in paying homage to that Jordan 11 Bred colorway, they maintain the color and keep that icy red on this SB Dunk. Let's talk fitment. Normally, I rock a size 8.5 or 9 US whenever I'm wearing a Nike, Puma, Adidas. It's just across the board. I did buy a size 9 in this colorway, and I have a little bit of space up top, which is something that I prefer. I like a half centimeter to a full centimeter from the top of my toe to the top of the toe box. So yes, it fits true to size. Let's talk comfort. Nike employed the use of that insole, that Zoom Air insole, and it feels pretty good to the foot. I do think Nike should employ the use of a Zoom Air, like a full length one, versus one that is just at the heel unit. And in the event that Nike employs the use of a full length Zoom Air unit, I wouldn't mind paying a premium on this shoe. In summation, I really do think that this Nike SB Dunk pays homage or is a good tribute to the Jordan 11 Bred colorway. It matches it almost perfectly with that patent leather, the nylon, the rope laces. This is a pretty cool shoe. Oh, and the outsole, the red outsole, the icy, this is dope, man. And at a price point of $100, this is a no-brainer. This is a definite pickup. I think the quality of the materials used on the shoe are pretty impeccable, and I don't have any real complaints about the shoe, except maybe not paying homage and putting that like coating stripe across the tongue. They should have done that, but it's cool. It's still good. I love that 23 back here. Well, it's not a 23, it's an SB logo. I love that tribute, stuff like that. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think about this tribute to the Jordan 11 Breds, this Nike SB Bred colorway? Is it a good pickup, a bad pickup? Let me know down in the comments below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya, with the underscore at the end. Go and subscribe to my channel on the bottom right. I would greatly appreciate it, and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload a new video, and hit the thumbs up. Alright guys, I am Chris Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers, singing out.